Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sasha, if it's your first time here, also known as Healing Honey. And today, you guys, let's talk about some real issues that we are facing in the world today as women and as men in regards to relationships, okay? Because I was on YouTube, I came across this video of this celebrity couple and they're in the news because the man, I was gonna say husband, but he's not married. The man cheated on his girlfriend and has had a baby with his side chick. Okay, so side chicks, situationships, all of this fake love and these false ideas of what love is so prevalent in our society. It's really hurting our society, especially in the brown community, because we are not shown the right examples. And let's talk about it today because it's important, you guys. The first thing I want to say is we shouldn't be looking up to celebrities because they are not the best examples. You know, I grew up in LA and it's called Hollyweird for a reason. There's so much dark stuff spiritually that happens in Hollywood, in the entertainment industry, you know, to the point where so many people would tell me to put my daughter in modeling when she was a baby, and as she was growing up, we would be stopped everywhere we go. You should put her in modeling, put her in modeling. I didn't want to do it because I know the truth of the entertainment industry and how much dark stuff happens. It's like you don't want to look up to a celebrity because you don't know what they've had to do to get to the point that they're at. So when we're constantly bombarded with media images and this narrative of like, oh, worship celebrities, like, don't do it. As we can see, they're normal people just like everybody else, and they go through things too. So the only person you should be looking up to in regards to relationships or anything is yourself, the person in the mirror. Okay, that's the one you want to focus on. And let's just talk about real things because it's hurting us, you know, it's hurting us. We're looking up to the wrong people. We're being shown the wrong examples. Real love does exist, you guys, but we really have to dig and work on ourselves individually to get to that place because we are socially conditioned to accept a false narrative of what love is. Women are sick and men are sick right now in our society. We have twisted concepts of relationships and it is breaking down the family units. It is harming society, it's harming the youth, it's harming us as people and as a collective. There is an attack on the divine feminine, spiritually. Okay, so there's an attack on women and it's been happening for a long time. The feminine energy in people and especially in women has been suppressed in our society. And so what does this look like? It looks like women who we're being conditioned to act like men in a dominantly masculine society. That's why you see so many women who are trying to be men subconsciously. They don't recognize what's happening and they're coming off so hard and so tough and so aggressive and so in your face. All you have to do is look at the music right now. You know, it's either super provocative and promiscuous, you know, hypersexualized, the shadow side, the dark side of femininity, if you will, or it's like trying to be like men, but it's not the divine feminine. For example, with the celebrity couple, I don't want to name their names because it doesn't matter who it is. It's about what's happening in the world. It's not just them, it's in the world. The girlfriend who was cheated on or whatever, she's acting like she doesn't care, but it's all over Twitter and this and that, right? Basically women, and I myself used to be there. I can understand because again, this is how what society has created. Since women are being told to act like men, or we feel we have to in the society that we're living in, we've suppressed our true nature. So we've just gone along with the masculine narrative of if a man has multiple women, well, that's okay. Like, oh, I'm hard, I'm tough, like I can deal with it, it doesn't matter, I'm okay with it. But that is not our true nature. So don't let the music confuse you, and don't let these celebrities confuse you, because I know that this same girl went and has 2 to 3 million views on this video of her talking about her relationship and how she knows her role and she knows her place. And yeah, he's with other women, but she's okay with it. No, she's not. But I've been there too, where I've tried to pretend and convince myself that I'm okay with a loose relationship or an open relationship, a situationship, and this stems from so much pain, you guys. Like, it's an illusion, it's deception. We're not men. I can't speak on how a man really feels because I'm not a man, but as a woman, I can tell you honestly that don't try to succumb to this narrative. Don't try to force yourself to believe in these lies. Okay, because we're in a spiritual battle every single day, and there's an attack on us as people, on our relationships, on love. So then it's no wonder why men and women are in so much chaos right now on the planet. Like, our relationships are hurting because we have been disillusioned on what real love is and how we should be honoring one another in relationships. And a few weeks ago, I even was doing some research into polygamy, because I've heard so many men talk about how when they're honest with themselves, even family members have told me, men that I'm close to in my life, when they open up to me, they explain to me how they have this feeling of wanting to be with more than one woman, okay? And it's different for women, because as a woman, and all of the women I know, we don't feel this way, okay? So we are different. And I was thinking about it for a long time, because I'm a deep thinker. And, if you're on this channel, you already know, like, I want to talk about these issues because I feel like it's the hidden coming to light. And so anyways, but what I came to realize about polygamy, about men and women, and just our nature as people, is the flesh. Okay, the Bible talks about the flesh, and you have a soul within you, right? And like I said, we're in a spiritual battle. So whether it's sex and men chasing women, or if it's like food, like I have this huge sweet tooth, or if it's money, any vice out there, like, what you should do, but then you have to like deny your flesh. The Bible talks about like denying your flesh. So somebody who part of growing spiritually, and just part of growing and maturing as a human, okay, because it doesn't matter your age, but part of maturing is recognizing that there are going to be times that you deny your flesh. For example, the easiest example is, I love chocolate cake, right? But that doesn't mean that I should eat the whole cake. Okay, it tastes good, but I have to deny my animalistic instinct to just consume the whole cake, okay? Self-mastery is about self-control and discernment and discipline. Whether or not men desire to have a lot of women at once or whatever, it's not gonna foster good results. Just like if I eat the whole cake, that's not gonna be good for me, right? Okay, so, but we are lost out here in the world. So we have this narrative floating around that it's okay for men to be with a group of women. But what does that really cause? First of all, it's hurting the man, because he's not being disciplined. He's not finding real love, real security, real foundation. And it's hurting the woman, because God created man for woman, not man for women. I just don't understand why a celebrity or not. Why would a man be pouring his seed into a woman that is not his wife? Point blank, period. And I'm not above this. I'm talking about things I've experienced and I'm now dealing with the consequences. And that's why I want to talk about this, because it's not okay. Oh, because he has money, it's okay. Oh, because he's a celebrity, it's okay. I'm gonna just say it. Look at Nick Cannon. How many kids is he on? 9, 10 kids? But it's not just him. And the reason why this continues is both, but I'm going to talk to the women, you guys, you girls, women, we have so much power in this situation, but it's the consciousness that's broken where we feel like, well, that's just the way it is. No, we have choices and the world needs help fast, okay? Because who's really suffering? We're suffering. The children are suffering. A man having 7 to 10 children with different women, how is that setting? What is that going to do to the children then? Everybody is hurting from a lack of accountability. So it's not something to be praised and it's not something to be brushed off, ladies. Oh, that's just a man's nature, so just, oh, well, no. Don't enable the behavior. Don't be the woman that's okay with being in a situationship. If a man cannot commit to you, then he does not deserve to be inside of your body, experiencing your soul. And for the men out there, sleeping with 100 different women is you entangling your own self with 100 different spirits, 100 different souls, because we're souls. These bodies are temporary, but we're souls. And so relationships are broken because people are not taking accountability. There's a broken consciousness. And to top it off, we're looking up to celebrities who are setting the worst examples ever. And it's just pissing me off. But all is not lost, you guys. Okay, I still have so much hope. You know, I've turned my life around where I've broken free from these horrible ideas of what I've seen my whole life in my own reality, like in my own family and what I see out in the world and stuff. And that's what I encourage you to do too, is like to be raw and honest, because the divine feminine has been suppressed. A lot of women, I see it a lot online, especially, it's in our face. A lot of women have gotten to the point where they feel like to get attention, to get praise, to get love, and to be seen and feel valued, they have to exploit themselves online, okay? You see it in the porn industry. You see it even on social media, using their bodies, strip clubs. Women, we've been reduced to this fantasy to fulfill whatever, this narrative of like, okay, a woman, her only values in her body and how she looks and sex. And we are giving in to that idea. But it's time for this to stop, okay? We don't have to just be eye candy. We're so much more than that. Look into divine feminine energy. Know who you really are, because you're so sacred. You're a creation of the Most High. You're valuable just because you are. You're rare like diamonds, more than money. And the love that you're looking for in the outside world, the only way you're gonna really feel it is you giving it to yourself first. The respect, you give it to yourself first. So that includes integrity, and that includes being honest with yourself about your true needs. And that's what I'm here to share with you guys, is just like my self-love journey and the things I've learned in my life, because they've helped me. You don't have to show off your body to get a man. Let me tell you something. The man who's going to be in your DMs because he likes how you physically look is not the type of man who's going to really love you in the ways that you need. Okay, and a real man who knows who he is and has matured is not going to want a woman just based off of looks, and is not going to want a whole lot of women at the same time. You know, it's just about maturing, you know, and so we learn these things, but it's not about age, because you could be 50 years old with a side chick talking about your name is love. But I don't see any real love in something like that, you know, and so I would say, like, decide what you really want and don't be afraid to live your life from that place, and work on yourself, and then your outside world is going to reflect that, you know. And so that's just what I wanted to talk to you guys about. Fake love, side chicks, you know, broken relationships, and how we can fix it. Women, we don't have to be provocative to get a man. We don't have to lure ourselves to that. And we also don't have to be men and try to be so hard and pretend like that's not really who we are. As we embody our divine feminine nature, we're going to see the world shift, you know, because how can men be with a whole bunch of women if the women know who they are? That's why I say we have so much power in this situation. But it takes us working on our mind and our heart to get to that place, to get to a better place. The men who are having 7 to 10 children, like, these women know about each other. That's the problem. Okay, so we want to work on ourselves. We don't want to pretend. We want to keep it real and raw for yourself, first and foremost. And then it's going to shift the outside world. It's going to help our kids. That's what they need. We are the examples now. So, like, let's do better. I hope that this video inspired you in some way, and drop me a comment. Let me know your thoughts. Don't forget to subscribe. I'm sending you so much love and power and healing on your journey. Take care of yourself. Love you. I'll see you in my next video.